Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Hey, when good intentions go bad. But it's not as dramatic as it seems, and more than that, it is a follow up to a previous video. And, well, you know what? Let's talk about it.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
So, good intentions turning bad. Well, let's decide first off exactly where we're going with this, just so you know. And before that, please do subscribe, do hit that thumbs up if you find this informative or even slightly entertaining. We appreciate that. Now, creators, people like me, all other people that have YouTube channels, that's the first part of the question. You, the actual viewer, either being a either being a member or a casual viewer or a subscriber, whatever. That's the second part. How do these two pieces manipulate each other inadvertently, probably in certain instances? And I'm going to give you some specific examples. And hey, if somebody gets pissed, well, that's all I can do. So in a previous video, I talked about we chose not to publish something for specific reasons. Okay? And obviously somebody got the hell butt hurt about it. And, I don't call out channels. Okay. Well, they got to be pretty bad for me to call them out. So I'm not going to call them out. They got all butt hurt. Fuck it. I just unsubscribe from them and don't worry about it. All right. That being said, it was supposed to be a video that was part of two videos, and this is the second part, and it was a segue into it, but I just didn't get it across completely correctly. All right, and that's my fault. Creators have their own problems and their own faults as well. I was under a time constraint, and I'm not going to be that way with this one. If I run over 12 minutes, life is what it is. Okay, now, who controls the dialogue and narrative? Is it the creator or is it the comments and responses to that creator? And it comes in two forms. First off, in the video itself with the comments, okay? And then it comes in live streams, all right? And I'm going to give you an example of a live stream. You've seen or probably seen, or some of you have seen a live stream that I did that was negative about a certain YouTuber. Called him out by name on purpose. Just couldn't agree with it. He did a live stream sitting drunk on a bench type arrangement, where the sidewalk is on the other side of this waist high or chest high wall. All right. On the busiest intersection in Angeles City, where there were kids all over the place in the middle of the day. And even though I actually think this guy's a good blogger in his niche, okay, I really do. And he's a great storyteller. He really is. This part really peeved me because he had a live stream going. And essentially he was propositioning and fondling or attempting to fondle and exposing a young lady But was it really him? It's not his style to do that. In fact, I often find him, although a little weird, he's never rude in his walk and talks and stuff like that. But his comments, his live chat, he's reading this, and his subscribers are telling them, offer her money, pay her 100 pesos, do this, do that. Who's in control here? Is he in control, or is the narrative being changed by the chat? All right. Just something for thought. Now, let's go on to another example. I've done videos in the past. People just simply don't agree. And I get feedback where I will have multiple negative comments. And you know us, we're pretty simple folks, and we don't delete much of anything. If it's a bad comment, we'll leave it up there. We're not perfect, and we admit it, number one. And number two, we think people are entitled to their opinion. Now, when it's a personal attack or when it violates the YouTube community guidelines, yeah, we have no choice in that. Or when it's a consistent troll that's just gone over and over, yeah, we'll put that up too. But we're pretty reasonable folks. Now, when those comments then drive the narrative of the content of the video into a different area. In other words, we may have produced a video that was very unbiased. And we think we're unbiased, or we hope we're unbiased. Okay? But with that being said, the comments drove it into a very narrow spectrum. And those comments certainly turned the narrative of that particular video in one direction. It became very biased by its comments. There's nothing that we can do as creators other than delete comments to stop that from happening. But I don't think we should do that. Now, with that all on the table and everything else, your comments right now, you are really, I'm asking very, very honestly, comment and tell us, do you see this happening, number one? Do you think it's more likely to happen than not, number two? And then finally, number three, does it really matter to you? Does it honestly matter to you? Are you able to separate the fluff from the meat? All right, or whatever, the fluff from the chaff, or whatever it's called. I can't remember the old saying. You know, we try and create content that is informative, number one. Number two, we try and create content that's interactive to a certain degree. And then we try and create content that other people will find relative or interesting. Those are the objectives of content creators: information, dissemination of information, and building a community. And we're doing the best we can to build a community. And as many of some of our friends that don't like us that much, yeah, we're a small channel. We're not big. We're a micro channel, which is the way it is. No big deal. There. All right. When you see a live stream, do you find that there are YouTubers who direct that live stream into a narrative side, a biased side? Okay. Are they highly supportive of one type of opinion and highly negative towards another part of the opinions? Or are they giving equal opportunity across the board? Secondly, more than that, are there YouTubers out there that really drive that narrative or allow it to happen. Now, yeah, we moderate for several channels, and one of those channels can get dramatic. And I don't necessarily agree or disagree with those opinions, but I'm there to keep the comments reasonably in line and to keep the YouTube community guidelines reasonably in line. Now, we've been part of live streams that have gone totally off the rail. Sure. But that's not in our realm of responsibilities. Our realm is to keep it within guidelines. Okay? And that is the way that particular YouTuber, those are the instructions that we have for what's allowed and not allowed. All right? Now, does that make that free-flowing information, does that make it bad? And does that free-flowing information, when you see, for instance, a live stream, and it gravitates in one direction, well, then is it become biased? Does that mean that the channel owner is biased because they allow that to happen? Or does that mean that the channel owner is allowing the free flow of information and the vast majority of their subscribers, viewers, feel this way? And is that their fault? Are they responsible for that? I don't think so myself. Free speech doesn't give you the right to personally attack people. Free speech doesn't give you the right to, personally attack their families or to threaten them with bodily harm. But you get the idea. Calling them an asshole, well, that's calling them an asshole. That's the way it is. You can't be thin-skinned and do this. But what do you think? That's what we need to know. So, you know something? In the comments, let us know the answer to those 3 questions. Okay? And you can actually keep going. You can expand on your idea of what you think about this subject. And for those of you that got butthurt about us choosing not to post a video, sorry, couldn't help it. But aren't we entitled to our opinion as well? Either way, we hope you have a great day.